everybody, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. You can call me Shay, and if you're new, we're so glad to have you. Hopefully at the end of this vlog that you will like what you hear and you will want to subscribe, and if not, then that's okay. Check out my other vlogs, you might like those as well, and you might want to subscribe then as well. But for everybody else that's coming, thank you so much for all the love and support. And let's go ahead and just jump into this I won't say a vlog, I would just say a video. We're gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm on my lunch and I wanted to bring some encouragement to you guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the video right now. Alright, y'all, so I'm back. I'm currently on my lunch break, and I'm like, I want to take you guys with me because I've been dealing with some stuff. Not like real, I'm gonna say like, okay, let's just say this. I have been going through some stuff, and I've seen and I've been hearing that a lot of people are going through some of the same thing as well. So I just came on here to give some encouragement and to let you know that you're not alone. So the topic of today's conversation is feeling behind in life. I know, I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Feeling behind in life. As y'all know, I just had a birthday about a month and a half ago. And I turned 33, if you didn't know. And when I turned 33, I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm in my 30s, and what now? I'm working a job that I like. I won't say it's my career, but I do like my job. Don't get me wrong. As y'all know, I'm ready to retire because I don't want to work for nobody. But I do like my job, and it's a really fulfilling job, and I like the position I'm in. Don't get me wrong. I love helping people, and that comes my downfall sometimes. But as I'm getting older, I'm just trying to realize what is my purpose. Like, what is my purpose in life? What am I doing? Why do I feel like I'm getting left behind when I see everybody else, you know, buying these houses, buying these new cars, you know, getting married, starting families, and all the other stuff? Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all already know how I feel about marriage. But the thing is, you know, you've seen people that's been together from high school. You see these people are just flourishing in life and doing all these other things. And it's like, am I in the right place at the right time? And I know that's something that I have to work on with myself and do the healing process with that. But it's like, some days I do feel like I am behind. Like, I do work, I take care of my child, I do what I need to do because I'm gonna do what I have to do regardless. But it's like, I feel like I should be further along than what I am. And I know that is a personal issue, feeling like I need to be doing more when in all aspects of life. When I sat down with you guys before and I told y'all what I am doing, it's like, girl, you're already doing enough. You don't need to add on to that plate. But in my head, I feel like it's not enough. It's still not enough. And I have talked to you guys about going to school, which I'm still on that subject. I think I do want to return to school for my own benefit, not because I don't feel like I'm not doing enough, but I do want to further my career path, and I think school is where I need to be, but I just need to decide that. All right, y'all, we are turning on the air because it's getting a little hot in this car. It's only 84 degrees in my car because I'm under the garage, but it is kind of hot. Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm behind. But then when I see these motivational things where like Oprah didn't get her kickoff until she was like 50, and then other people didn't do their kickoff until they were about 50. So it's like, am I building to what I have coming, or is it more so that I just have to trust the process? You know how most people say, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. And I think I'm in that era where it's like, okay, girl, trust the process. You want everything to work out, but you're not trusting the process and going through the process. And I think that's my thing. I think more so we want to see the end result. We want to see the end result. We know where we at, but we can see the end, but we forget that there is a process in between that. You're not gonna just go start in and you're there. You have to go through the process, which is gonna be the ups, the downs, the left, the right. When you're gonna feel overwhelmed, underwhelmed, don't want to do it, will do it, blah, blah, blah. When I was taking on this collab with Miss Mariah, I just sat back and was like, I have been doing so much that now it's time for me to reflect on just everything. I've told y'all that, you know, this is to me, even though it's getting back on track and everything like this is still part of my wellness. Because at the end of the day, I have to be well mentally and physically. Y'all know that. Y'all know your girl gonna do what she gotta do physically, but I do have to be well mentally and not be so hard on myself, because I am just one person and I'm doing what I can when I can, and things always work out. One thing I can say, regardless of like how I feel or if I'm behind or anything like that, it always works out. And my thing is, what plays into that, I need to continue to have faith. And I'm just here to tell you guys, like, I know that we all feel a little bit behind. I won't say everybody, but some of us. If you can relate, you can relate. And if you can't, I understand. The feeling behind, but having the faith in yourself that you are on the right track. You're just going through the process. And once you reach the finish line, you'll be able to look back and say, wow, okay? Because just a couple of weeks ago, I was on the phone with Mariah, and I was like, we were talking about YouTube Studio. And I'm like, girl, I barely check YouTube Studio. Like, I go on there, I post my videos, and then I come off. I said I don't like looking at it because I don't want to be disappointed in myself if I'm not at what I think I should be. Something just told me to check in. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing way better than what I thought. And then I started to look at just my life in the aspect, because Lay needed some stuff for school, and I was feeling down because I'm like, I'm working, but I can't provide right away. I would like to have it and just be like, here you go, here you go, here you go. But at the same time, she never went without. Like, she ended up getting everything she needed for cheer. She ended up having everything she needed. And one thing I can say, my baby has more trust in me than I have in myself. So that's a good thing to have when you have a child that believes in you, who believes in you when you don't even believe in yourself sometimes. So I do want to say thank you to my baby girl. And when I tell you guys that I got pregnant at 17, I tell you how she saved my life, because she really did. Because y'all, I was out here about to be wildin'. I would just be real upfront with y'all. Like, I was gonna be wildin'. I always tell her, you saved my life. Without you, I don't know where I would be. I know I'm jumping all over the place. I'm really just speaking. I'm really just speaking, but we're gonna get back to the main topic. And then also, like, my best friend Nikki. When I tell you, the girl be keeping me encouraged, because baby, I'll be ready to be like, I'm over it. Let's throw in the towel. I'm done. And she always reassures me that I always get it done. A way is always made. And one thing I can say, y'all, it always works out. Regardless of how I'm feeling and everything like that, it literally always works out. Y'all, I am trying to keep it together in this car. I am trying to keep it together. Y'all, I'm trying to keep it together in this car. I'm really am. Anyway, she encourages me so much, and I'm just so appreciative for her and my daughter, because without them, y'all, I swear I'll be crazy right now. I swear I would be psycho crazy right now if it wasn't for them. And not only that, my mom and my brother and all of them, they always keep, but because they're so close to me, because my roommates, my best friend stays with me, and then I have my daughter, you know, it's always good to have that. And I'm so glad I did this collab with Mariah, because that's my girl. I know y'all always see us on here talking, but that's my girl. We really do talk, and when we have our moments, we have our moments, and we're always there for each other. So, you know, it's always good to have somebody that you can really just talk to, be honest with, and just have somebody that really understands you, let you have that moment that you're dealing with, and understands that it is just a moment. I tell her all the time, and I tell myself, I learned this a couple of years ago, I didn't let myself go through the moment. Growing up, well, I would say growing up, but I didn't let myself go through the moments. I used to say, you can't be sad, you can't have emotions, you gotta be strong, you have to be strong, you have to show that you're strong, you can't show weakness. And when I would have those low points, I'd be like, okay, no, you can't, you gotta figure it out, gotta brush it off, you'll be okay. You're just basically, in my head, you're just lazy, you gotta get your crap together, you're gonna be fine. But then when I started allowing myself experience those moments and say, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, it's okay to feel like got too much on the table, it's okay to just go home and go to sleep. Like, y'all, I used to feel bad just a couple of years ago when I was working 2 jobs, and I would feel bad to go home and go to sleep, because I'm just like, I haven't seen my daughter all day. I've been working all day, and how am I tired? You shouldn't be tired. You should have enough energy to do what you have to do. But then again, I'm just like, I don't have it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the strength. When I finally told myself, like, hey, it's okay to be tired. It's okay to come home, tell them kids, and say, hey, it's some food in the fridge from yesterday. You got TV dinners, a pizza, or something. Make a sandwich, or I can order you some food. But mama is going to bed. Mama is going to sleep early. I'm turning off my phone. If it's an emergency, then it will be an emergency. Sorry, I got some hand sanitizer. It will be an emergency. Like, but other than that, you're fine. Set the alarm. If you need me, come and get me. And when I finally told her that, when I told my baby that, she was like, Mom, you should go to bed. You're always tired. You need to lay down. And y'all know me, like Shaquana said before, this girl don't sleep. Y'all know I don't sleep. I be up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and have to be at work at 8 and be mad that I'm tired. Living off of coffee, Celsius, and pre-workout. Like, none of those things mix. Like I was saying, just being in that moment and allowing myself to have that moment to say, it's okay to be tired. It's okay to go to bed. It's okay if you didn't eat, but you should eat. But it's okay if you didn't eat, make sure you drink water. It's okay if you want to pig out that day. It's okay. It's okay. We all have our moments, all have our falls, but at the same time, we get back up. So anytime that I'm not feeling myself, or I don't feel like I'm enough, or I don't feel like, when I don't feel like, I'm trying to get the words out yet, when I don't feel like I'm worthy, that I continue to have day on, day in and day out. I'm trying to get through it. I'm sorry. When I feel like, let's try it again. When I feel like that I'm not worthy and that I shouldn't be given the grace that I have already had day in and day out, I just have to go through that moment of why I'm feeling that way and just go through the step of what it took me to get to this place. I told you guys before, I'm on a healing journey. I'm on a healing journey of healing myself, past, and just my relationship overall as a whole with everything I'm dealing with, and forgiving myself for things that I've done in the past and growing from those things. The thing is, I've said this before, and I don't know if it's going to resonate with everyone, but until you forgive yourself, nothing will ever feel like it's right. I'm going to say that again. Until you watching this, you that's looking me in my eyes right now, and I know you done dropped your head or turned to the side because you feel like you can't look me in my eyes, and I feel the same way sometimes. I feel like I can't look anybody in the eyes because I don't want to come off weak. But you, the person that's watching this, and if this resonates with you, but I feel like I'm talking to somebody. You have to forgive yourself. And I know you're saying, I forgave myself a long time ago. I've said that before. But sitting in this car, I realized I haven't forgave myself for a lot of things that I'm still holding on to. So until you forgive yourself, nothing that you do will feel like you're at your best. You will continue to feel like you're behind, like I do. I feel like I'm behind, but I realize that I haven't completely healed, and I haven't truly closed up some wounds. And I truly haven't forgave myself. Yeah, I haven't forgave myself. And it's crazy that I'm realizing this now. Sitting in this car on my lunch break, I haven't forgave myself. It's good to know. But just know that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be where everybody else is at. And don't believe everything that you see online. Even with, I know I come on here jolly all the time, but sometimes we only want to show the good thing. Who wants to show the bad? People want to give you this fantasy that everything is always right, nothing is wrong, that they're not dealing with stuff. We all deal with stuff in our own way. We all have our seasons of when we deal with things, and this might be your season. You don't have to take the path that everybody else is taking. And I know that for sure. I don't take the path that everybody's taking, and some people don't like it, and that's okay, because it's not their life. It's mine. And I want to do what's best for me and what's best for my daughter. Learn to forgive yourself. Learn that you're not behind, that you're on the right path. And we just all have to trust the process. When we trust the process, things become a little bit more easier. And I can speak from me, because when I do trust the process, it works out. It always does. I won't say 100%, but at least 98% of the time, when I trust the process and stop trying to figure it out myself, and stop trying to solve it myself, it always works out. It always does. I'm literally talking to myself right now. I'm really preaching to myself right now. One other last thing I did want to touch on, and I might bring this back up. I also learned that I'm not lazy. I mean, I can be lazy. Don't get me wrong. A girl could be lazy because I like to lay in the bed. But I've also learned that, and I'm telling you, things have been hitting me left and right this week. But that I'm not lazy, that I could just be burnt out. And when I hear that burnt out, I always go back. Maybe I'm not lazy, but I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm not lazy. I have too much on my plate right now. I have too much that I'm trying to solve. I have too much that I'm trying to do. I have too much that's going on that finally when I do sit down, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to rest. When I finally allow my body to lay down, I just want to throw that little bit in there, but I'm going to bring this video to an end. And I want to say, like I've been saying, that feeling behind in life is natural, but you're not behind. You're on the right path. We all just have to trust the process. And that I've learned also that my 20s was my working area. My 20s, I wasn't even an adult yet. I wasn't an adult. I was still in the learning stage, because if we always think about it, at 18, you're still in school. If you go to college until you're about 23, 24 years old, still don't know. You haven't had a taste of the real world. I've been saying the last couple of years, 30 is when I started my adulthood, and I'm just starting to learn how to walk. I'm only 3 years in, and it's 30, and I'm not there yet, but that's okay. I've learned that I was still growing in my 20s. I've grown up now, but I'm in my trust the process learning phase, that we still got a lot to learn. We're just now becoming an adult, and some things I do have to learn and teach myself. So, I just wanted to give y'all that. I did not want to make this a long outdrawing video, and I don't want to make this a long outdrawing video. So, I'm going to say it one more time. Forgive yourself. Trust the process. You're not behind. You are doing amazing in whatever part of life you're at right now. If that's just whatever. I'm not going to even list anything. You are doing amazing. At whatever point you are in your life, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you are doing amazing. Stay focused. Stay consistent. When you think of something negative, always put something positive. And I wasn't going to stop here, but I'm going to say, anytime I say, I'm not happy, I always think about, well, I woke up this, so I'm happy. I had gas in my car, so I'm happy. I have a job, so I'm happy. I have my child. Find something that can turn that negative into a positive. It's always something good that we can be thankful for. It's always something that we can be grateful for. So, yeah, do those things I told you. Just know, like I always say, I love you, you love me, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Okay? Like Miss Amber Bear TV has told me to say to y'all, which is our new motto: peace, love, and stay true, Shade Crew.
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating.